Hey preppers, Homestead Prepper here. This is part 2 of DIY Build Your Own Home Without a Bank Loan or Mortgage. Y'all saw part 1, how we lived in the camper and we took all that money we made and poured it into our home. Well, this video is more about why we built our own home. And basically the reason we built our own home is because of lack of money. And what my wife wanted and what we could afford were two different things. There was a home that my wife really liked that was around here by a local builder, and we went and looked at that, and it was about an 1,800 square foot home, and it was a style of home that she liked. And we sat down with the salesman and asked him, he says, well how much is this house? He says, well, $142,000. Now this was back 11 years ago. And I asked him, I said, well, what would be the payment on that home? And he said, well, with taxes, insurance, mortgage, it'd be $1,400 a month. Well, right then and there, I knew I couldn't afford it, because my wife and I said that we were not going to buy a home that it was going to take both incomes to pay for. We just weren't going to do that. And then the salesman went on further, saying that we needed to, sign up now and have that home built and take advantage of that mortgage, tax. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he said that that would be like having the government make the house payment for you. Well, we walked out of there shaking our heads. I said, there's no way the government's going to make our house payment for us. I mean, if they are, well, I want 10 houses. Well, maybe 12. So we just decided we were going to do our own home and just do it ourselves. And I told my wife to, design the home that she wanted. Well, she got a program on the computer and she designed a 5,500 square foot home. And I said, no, that's too big. It needs to be smaller. Well, she downsized to 4,500 square feet. I said, look, I'm a working guy. Can't afford that. So I said, why don't you do something about 1,300 square feet, something that we can add on to? So she finally came up with a home, 1,800 square feet, almost the same size as that other home that we were looking at. And we just decided that's what we decided to go with. And if you're thinking about building your own home, another thing too is we didn't have another home to sell and get the equity out of and put into this one. Okay, this home was built without any equity. We had to hustle and make money and everything to try to pay for everything. But if you're thinking about building your own home yourself, I mean, you could do the work yourself, or you could subcontract it, whatever you want to do. But there's some questions you need to ask yourself, and I'll start off. First off is, do you want a home paid for with no bank loan? Okay. The next, are you willing to work weekends and all your off time trying to get this home done? Can you save money? Are you willing to live outside of your comfort zone to get what you want? Do you like learning new skills and applying them? Can your spouse and children take the strain of you always working on that home? Are you determined? Are you crazy? Can you take well-meaning friends and family always asking, are you finished with that home yet? Well, I heard a bunch of that, and my reply was, well, no, but it's paid for. So those are some things you need to ask yourself. And also, I wanted to bring up about what you're looking at right here is this kitchen. And we built this kitchen ourselves. The cabinets, everything you see in here, we built that because I wasn't going to pay. It just cost too much money for these type of cabinets. And this brickwork here, I did some air conditioning work for somebody who I will not name. Put a condenser in for them and did some other stuff, and they were supposed to come over here, and their forte is tile, brickwork, plaster. And we told them what we wanted, and they got into an argument with me and my wife about how it should be done. Well, so finally I told them just to forget it, and we would do it ourselves. And we did this ourselves. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're going to do some work for somebody and expect them to come and work for you, just go ahead and plan on doing it yourself. Now, if you've done favors for people and then they've reciprocated, they're good for it, then yeah. But it's been my experience that most people will let you work for them, but then when it comes time for them to do some work for you, you can forget about it. Anyway, this is part 2. And I wanted to give a shout out to Mopar Man Pete, because right now he's building his own home himself, cash. So check out Mopar Man Pete's channel, and I think he has a slideshow on his house. Okay, well, this is the Homestead Prepper. I'm signing out.